Hello, my name is Paul Monteith, and this is Anthony Rasdall, and we are here for Tayas Yawks. I graduated from KCC in 2021, and I am currently an assistant teaching instructor for the welding program. I also was part of the problem. For years, I struggled with addiction and criminality, and served 4 terms in DOC in the penitentiary. When I got clean, I focused on culture. I focused on getting my life back together. I focused on going back to school, and I also focused on service work. And as I was going to school, I also co-created a Native American culturally based peer support organization, and our nonprofit organization is called Tayas Yawks. And to go along with the welding program, I am trying to build a fab shop, and we are trying to raise $140,000 to build our fab shop. We offer peer support, job resources with Native American culture for anyone struggling with addiction, criminal background, returning to society from incarceration or treatment. We focus on family values, culture, and the sense of community where the mindset is of care and concern. Now we know that a huge part, for men especially, is self-worth and being able to provide for their families. So that's why I want to bring the Fab Shop to my peer support organization, to give people a living wage and to help them provide. It's essential, I believe. And I know that's what helped me to be where I'm at today. I have almost 5 years clean and sober, and I am of service and feel good about myself. And my Fab Shop lead will be Anthony Rasdall.
Hello, my name is Anthony Rasdall. I am currently a student of KCC in the welding program. I will graduate next year, happily. And then in 2017, I was convicted of burglary in the first degree. I was sentenced to 45 months in Oregon Department of Corrections. And upon my release, after trying to find work, I realized that because of my burglary 1 charge, I wasn't able to be bonded through any of the temp agencies for work. And that narrowed down my window for actually providing for my family and making a life for myself. So I got back to KCC, started going to school, and I chose the welding program because that's a good opportunity to use it right. The fabrication shop from Tayas Yawks has a few options. To me, it's not only to build single or double axle trailers to provide money through the nonprofit organization that's already existing, but on top of that, it's to give others like myself and Paul Monteith the opportunity to learn a new trade when they struggle, can't find a job, find any kind of opportunity in the community. So I want to be able to instruct these guys, give them the basics on fabrication, and give them the skills to weld. And once they acquire these skills, they'll be able to go up to OIT or KCC to take the weld test for certifications. With the certifications they acquire, they'll be more marketable for work opportunity, and just give them a positive mindset, a constructive mindset on to do better for themselves and provide for their families. The market we have for the trailers will be through the community, word of mouth, family tribes. I think Paul has some contracts with family tribes and trailers. I'm not 100% sure on that, but on top of the fabrication shop is basically just to give others the opportunity to learn and to provide for their families. And I just want to be able to help these individuals to not dwell on their past, but rather to, you know, accept their past and just build a better life for themselves, basically.
Yeah, the people that will be coming out of incarceration, treatment, and treatment facilities. I already work with probation and parole, 2 judges, the DA, and best care and transformations. We currently, our organization was lifted by grant funding, and that is very uncertain. So with the fab shop and the sales of the trailers and the other stuff that we fabricate, we'll be able to be sustainable as an organization, so we can continue to help the people of our community for the long term. I do not want our organization to fall to the wayside just because grant funding goes out of the way, you know. I mean, so that's one of my main focuses. Also, with truly the main focus is helping people to become successful and not be caught in the system and to break the chains of addiction. That is my true focus. And that's what we got.
Well, that was heartfelt, I will tell you. So I think it's a great concept to bring people together, make sure that they have purpose. I talk a lot about purpose. I've gone through a purpose workshop. Oddly enough, Todd and I think, attended a purpose workshop, 8 years ago, and I never really thought about what my purpose in life was. Got up, put my shoes on, went to work. I think I did a good job. Went home, parented my children. I know I did a good job on that. But I think this is the type of thing that needs to really be pushed in communities such as Cotton Falls. There's a lot of folks that don't have purpose. They don't have a skill set that they can feel proud of. I think you definitely hit on some key points of somebody coming out and they're institutionalized. They're not sure how to get back into the mix. They don't have that thing to get them up every single day, to put their shoes on, to go learn a trade, to make money, and then hopefully get themselves a working job. So I understand it. In one of my past jobs, I hired a lot of folks that were tribal members for the only tribal business that could hire anybody that didn't have to pass a bunch of background checks. Pumping gas was something they did, and I was very proud of that. We were at that time 96% tribal, so we hit on a lot of levels. We'll just say that. So that's why it tugs at my heartstrings to hear these kind of stories. So that was there. I do have some other questions. I'll let these guys go because I'll just ramble.
Yeah, great job. Honestly, that's sincere. And congratulations on your journey. Eldrick is talking about, I'm not sure if you heard of a guy named Gordon Grant. He, family friend of ours, of mine, he reminded me of Gordon, and that's a good thing. Okay? He called himself consumer of correctional institutions, Gordon Berry. And he found the light and the purpose for him, and he became a motivational figure. Excellent. The business question I have for you.
Yes.
These individuals, I know we're going to find, I mean, it's easy to find, unfortunately. There's going to be no cost to them, correct, to come into the program. How do you pick, or is there a cost for them to come into your program, and how do you
No, we should be able to, with the SNAP program through the employment office, we should be able to pick them up on Oregon job, on the job training programs. Well, they'll pay for half.
Right.
With the tribe, there's the RED program, and there's several vocational programs where we can pick up, and we will. Because they'll already be immersed in our peer support.
Yeah.
Because I'm in, like I said, I'm in work with 2 judges and 2 courts, and it's a step up program. So they won't be able to go right in. They'll have to be moving towards success.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have relative. I mean, at least 6 months of sobriety and moving towards success.
Yeah.
Making the right choices, coming to meetings, doing everything they need to do to comply with probation and parole. Their aspects of their life have to be showing success, and then we will pick them up and then start to train them.
This is more focused on tribal. Is that
No, we're open to anybody. We co-created this as because we're tribal members.
Right.
Because culture was such is such a big part of my life. I just wanted to be able to show everybody that, because with Native American culture, spirituality is a huge thing, and for me, having a higher power is essential to my sobriety, and my success, and so I wanted to give that to everybody, So we're open to anybody and everybody that wants to be successful, and so.
Yeah, thank you.
Have you formed your organization yet?
Absolutely,
So it is
we are a 501c3 lifted by Measure 110 funding. We have 4 peer support specialists. Yeah, we're up and running. We're over on Onyx Street. Yeah.
And as far as when the income business side of it, you're able to take income through that same profit status?
Yes, it just has to be clear. You know what I'm saying? You can, like Reach has a mill that feeds their nonprofit. Hospice has several. It's just so long as we ain't making no money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is real easy.
And then have you talked with maybe any other nonprofits even in the United States that are kind of maybe doing a similar model and what their challenges have been or successes?
No. Like I said, the only thing that's close in the area is Reach, and that's for a different. It's not for addictions; it's for people that are mentally challenged or and have developmental issues. So it's pretty unique, and
Even outside the folks.
I'm Chase. I work all the time. So, but it's great, and I don't foresee a whole lot of difficulty at it. Because if I can, I've been in discussions with my boss, who was my instructor, and we're trying to get the pathways with KCC so they can certify. It should be pretty seamless as far as I can tell.
I think I just admire you both immensely. You did a beautiful presentation, and what you're trying to do is so needed. And I never welded. I've talked to a lot of welders, and welding would be real therapy. And there is such a need for the things you can put together. And I think your concept is great, and I did not know you were in business right now. That is tremendous. And are you both employed here and self-employed with?
I'm the co-director of Tayas Yawks, and I also am a teaching instructor up at OIT for KCC in the welding program. Anthony's in the welding program.
Yeah, I'm just currently a student at the moment. I was installing doors and windows, but I needed something more in my life, so I decided to go to school.
I've got one more.
In this educational, do you mind if I ask?
No, not at all.
In this educational therapy that you're teaching, and they're teaching a skilled trade they're going to be able to market. Is there a product or anything that you can make that would be sellable to the open market for the individuals who are learning the trade?
As far as I know, I don't think so.
Okay.
It's a trailer, right?
Well, there'll be single and double axle trailers.
Okay.
Also, I have a connection with the tribes who does the water, and there's measuring wares and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I've been talking with the people, and they're getting ready to knock out the dams. So there's going to be fish screens that are going to be, so there's lots of, and then once we get our name out, we have a relatively large, for this area, social media presence here, and that'll be our marketing strategy. So that and on-site sales, but for the most part, it'll be trailers, and they're.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I think you have a great story, and sometimes the product, when you add a story to it, becomes much more valuable. And when you're talking about self-funding to keep the program going, I think that is an avenue you guys have. And you realize is that you can take your story, make a simple product where you guys are trained to learn, and then go out and get your other job. But if you sell that to the public with that story, I think you can sell it for a premium, in my opinion. But that's something you guys have to figure out.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to try to be quick because I'm getting browbeat over here. You guys have a unique ability, and I could hear this, and Todd actually keyed a little bit on it too. Gordy Graham did Change 2000. He got tired of being a criminal, and going through the institutionalism that he went through, he realized that he needed to change his life. Obviously, he done the same thing. I thought about a couple things: was pit bulls and parolees and reach. We talked about that already. It gives all these folks purpose. Reach did the same type of thing. Dick went had an excellent business model to run a nonprofit while helping solve a problem. He had a solution, and you guys also have the solution. I'm in a business that takes a lot of people. I'm struggling to get staff to keep the business that I operate going. You guys have there's a problem. You guys have the solution to put people to work coming out of incarceration. Unfortunately, Todd also said, there's going to be a lot of potential staff coming out. It's a problem that we have that are coming back to the area. So it'll be amazing to see, and sustainability was the other thing that I want to talk about, making sure that you can be self-funded. Put this back in, market it as a nonprofit, get large contracts. I think it's just you guys have to be your own visionary, market it, or have somebody else market it for you. You could be fulfilling contracts across the nation. So good luck. It's a neat opportunity that you're actually taking on, in my opinion.
Thank you.